Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Leo October 5, 2024. In many ways, today is good for finding a mentally engaging activity to focus on, with the Sun and Mercury parallel to one another and both transiting your partnership sector. It's also a good time to bring more rationality and logic to a relationship problem. Later today, try not to overthink things but weigh the pros and cons. As Mercury and Saturn approach a quincunx, communications may be blocked in some way, and you are less likely than usual to share your ideas, possibly second-guessing them temporarily. Try to keep a healthy perspective. Sometimes, getting too close to a situation can lead to overworry, and this may be the case now. You may find it better to wait out a decision if you're feeling a little stuck between alternatives, but this doesn't mean you can't be productive today. Fortunately, it's a good time to make adjustments and refinements that eventually benefit you. A profound and powerful solar in Libra arrived yesterday. This is a dazzling moment to experience emotional intimacy with your one and only. You may not feel the need to focus on a busy schedule, but instead, find ways of building harmony between the two of you. The beauty of having a solar in Libra is that you are being offered quite the opportunity to work as a team as well as build a more beautiful rapport with one another. Enjoy this sensual vibe as the energy of the solar skyrockets you. Destined events could be here. How can you heal in your working relationships? Learning to trust is not easy, but you can set the intention to do so when the moon in Libra opposes Chiron retrograde in your sign. It might be challenging for you to agree to work with and trust new colleagues wholeheartedly. You might be hesitant if past partnerships burned and betrayed you. While it might be scary to open yourself up again, you might find that this is precisely what you need to do. Trust that you can have fulfilling, empowering working relationships in the future. Every once in a while, you need to get out of the house at night and really have a good time with friends. Unfortunately, partying with friends is not considered an essential service during this time. You'll have to get creative: virtual karaoke parties, video dance parties, or even holding a silent disco in your living room, so as not to drive your neighbors insane, are all things you can try. To really make the most of these occasions, consider the big picture and recognize the little things that really make a difference to your health. Drinking plenty of water will keep your body relaxed and ready to release the tension that's invariably been building for weeks now. Don't look around you too much. What is happening inside of you is more important than outside events. The vibrations now will push you towards a desire for independence, but you will have difficulties acting on your own. You will feel attracted to everything that surrounds you but won't have the force to push ahead towards new situations and rules. This is the moment to look around you in a more detached way. Because the Sun and Moon will align directly on the lunar nodes, today's new moon in your relationship sector is transforming into the last solar here until 2033. While a new moon typically brings opportunities for new beginnings or a fresh start, as a solar, it becomes significantly more potent and introduces elements of fate and unexpected developments. This alignment with the lunar nodes also triggers the North Node in Aries on the other side of the sky, offering an opportune ITY for a personal reset as well. Earlier in the week, the Sun and Mercury aligned in your relationship sector just as they were crossing the lunar nodes. Today it is the Moon doing the same, this time turning an ordinary new moon into a solar. With every planet that will influence your relationships this year either here or having already moved through, you have everything needed to embrace the chance today to embrace the future. Our eyes in the sky. Think back to a time when your reaction to a situation caught you off guard. Maybe someone said something that hit a nerve, or an unexpected challenge popped up that left you feeling frustrated. We've all been there. It's one of those moments where, in hindsight, we ask ourselves, why did I react that way? But here's the beautiful part: these moments, while uncomfortable, are opportunities in disguise. They're chances to evolve, to shift how we respond when the heat of the moment takes over. Yes, It's easier said than done, but every time we're triggered, we're gifted with a chance to grow. Imagine this: the next time you feel your frustration rising, instead of reacting immediately, you pause. You take a breath. Have you ever noticed that when you give yourself that small moment of space, a sense of clarity often follows? Suddenly, you're able to handle things with a calmer, more thoughtful approach. This simple practice of stepping back not only allows you to maintain your emotional balance but also transforms how you deal with difficult situations moving forward. It's like giving yourself a reset button in real time. And speaking of clarity, let's talk ABO. Those days when your mind feels like it's in overdrive, full of ideas, excitement, and inspiration, but also a bit scattered. You know the feeling, right? One moment you're thinking about a new project, and the next, another idea pops up, and suddenly, you're unsure where to start. It's exciting, but it can also feel a little overwhelming. Today, try focusing on one thing. Just one. Write down all those other amazing ideas and come back to them later, but for now, give your full attention to a single goal. You'll find that when you narrow your focus, the progress you make is much more powerful and satisfying. Sometimes, simplicity is the key to unlocking your creativity and making a real impact. Right now, your powers of reasoning are in top form. You might find yourself seeing things more clearly than usual, recognizing what's truly important in your life. This is such a gift. Have you ever been through a tough phase and later realized how grateful you were for those moments of clarity that helped guide you through? Today, you're in one of those moments. By paying attention to what matters most right now, whether it's in your personal life, career, or relationships, you're setting yourself up for success down the road. When life feels uncertain later, you'll be able to look back on this time with confidence, knowing you made decisions based on what truly aligns with your values. On the financial front, you might be feeling the need for a little extra security, and that's completely understandable. We all want to feel like we have our feet on solid ground. But here's a gentle reminder: being cautious doesn't mean you have to deny yourself all the pleasures in life. Sometimes, when we're in saving mode or trying to be extra responsible, we can fall into the mindset that we can't indulge at all. But balance is key. Maybe today is the day to treat yourself to something small, something that brings a little extra joy into your life. It's about finding that sweet spot where you're planning for the future but also allowing yourself to enjoy the present. After all, life is meant to be lived. And here's the good news: the stars are in your favor when it comes to your financial instincts right now. So trust yourself. Whether you're thinking about an investment, negotiating a deal, or simply managing your budget, you've got the right energy to make smart choices. Have you ever had that feeling, that quiet, inner nudge, telling you you're making the right call even if it's something small? Today is offering you that very instinct, guiding you confidently through any financial decisions. The key here is to stay grounded and not let yourself get carried away with grand expectations. As long as you keep your goals realistic, you'll find that plenty of options and opportunities are opening up for you. And if there are any outstanding financial issues or loose ends to tie up, now is the perfect time to handle them. Chances are, they'll be resolved in your favor.